Okay, counting on in G. I just did this whole video with no sound, so that was awesome. Luckily, it's a really easy song. So there's just 4 chords in this song. There's G, which everyone knows G. C2, which is just moving your middle and index finger down a string staying on the same frets to C2. E minor 7, which is playing an E minor and just leaving your ring finger and pinky where they're at. And then the last chord is a G over D, which an easy way to play that where you're at would just be to essentially play the D, the G, the B, and the high E. Essentially the same you play as in the G chord, but you don't play the low E and the A. So that slash just means that it's a G chord, but with a D root. And so playing the notes from the G chord, but making your lowest note a D is essentially what you're doing, which is just this. And I use my thumb to wrap around and mute the E and the A because I want to just strum all of them. So if you're able to do that, that might work out. So, and that's the chord progression and the tempo. You play that throughout the verse, interlude, verse. One weird section of the song a little bit is when it gets to the kind of last few lines of the verse. It stays on the E minor 7, maybe somewhat an awkwardly long time. So it's a yo, what I'm counting. So that's just one little spot, and it feels kind of weird not to move. So it does that chord progression throughout the first half of the song, and then once you get to interlude 2, you play the chorus chord progression, which is G to C2 to G over D, and then back to C2. So you're just skipping the E minor 7 and playing G over D back to C2 instead. So same tempo, everything else is the same. That's just one slight change, and then it goes back to the verse progression, and then back to the chorus. So, and the key of G for this song is keyed for a female to sing, so that's why I'm trying to sing it in like the bass. But so the progression, very little changes, and the chords are fairly simple, but just kind of paying attention to where it changes and knowing that maybe the G over D chord will be a new one, but other than that, should be pretty standard. So that's counting on in G.